Hi, this is David with entry number 896. 896. I'm here on my way back from SDF, which is the military base, Air Force Base. Today I taught a 2-hour aviation class. Wasn't very exciting, but those guys are always doing their best to kind of speak English because they all know that it's really important for their future in the military. What was pretty heartening was that all of them, I asked them what they wanted to do in the future, and all of them wanted to be pilots. So I thought that was pretty heartening. I guess it would kind of make sense because they're still in the academy, but they are the third years, so they've been there long enough to kind of understand the kind of role that they're going to be playing, which is pretty much nothing, to be honest. It's also interesting. I asked them what kind of jets that Japan has access to, and they're basically all 10 to 20 years old American stuff. So not the best stuff, but it's interesting to kind of just talk to them about how they like being in the military, what kind of stuff they do. The weather today has been very rainy. It's rained literally all day, and there's lots of these low-hanging clouds. Can't really show you because I'd have to pick up the camera, but a lot of really low-hanging clouds. It's kind of beautiful actually, because the forest here in Japan is mostly pine, but with a little deciduous, so has a really interesting color to it. It's yellow and brown and green, so it looks kind of like autumn, but it's spring. It's also really nice is this area is blooming right now. We got a lot of cherry blossoms and chrysanthemums and plum blossoms, so it's really quite stunning. And a lot of canola, which are what canola oil is from. It's really nice actually, and in the next couple weeks it's just going to get even more beautiful, so I'm very excited for that. I mentioned yesterday that I wanted to do a more serious discussion today, and I'm still going to. One thing that I noticed is that Japan is a lot more egalitarian than the U.S. or Korea. It's a big difference I noticed right off the bat. In Korea, the sexes were pretty separate. You had women jobs and men jobs, and it's pretty defined. Of course, corporate stuff there was a lot of mixing, but in terms of kind of male-oriented job, construction and truck driving and stuff, and there was definitely sexism around that and stuff. And in Japan, there's really nothing like that. And it's also the ages are all over the place, because Japan is such a aging country. It's getting old really fast. You see a lot of older people working part-time gigs to pay for stuff. It's pretty interesting. A lot of older people working at convenience stores, which is a big culture here, or a big kind of economy around convenience stores. And so in the US, really the convenience store has been relegated to gas stations, but here there are no convenience stores and gas stations. It's just standalone brick and mortar convenience stores, just like it used to be. And it's a pretty strange and kind of awesome thing to go into a Japanese convenience store. They sell really good food, and it's all very fresh. It's usually made the same day you buy it. But back to the kind of sexist thing. I guess culturally it's still fairly sexist. Women are still pretty much expected to be pretty subservient to men, but in terms of work, institutional sexism, I don't know how much there is really, because it's been really surprising to see women truck drivers And that's like a very male-dominated industry in the US and Korea. But in Japan, I've seen quite a few very young women driving semis around. It's pretty fascinating to me. I've also seen a lot of women taxi drivers, which was extremely rare in Korea. Like, I think I saw 4 in my whole time in Korea. And here you see them maybe 1 in every 5, which is fairly common. And it's really surprising. And I think they're supported because a lot of women don't like to be driven around by men. But that's not to say I haven't seen women taxi drivers driving men, but I think it's more to do with women wanting to be driven by other women, feeling safe. Because Japan, that's kind of a darker point, is that Japan definitely has a big problem with sexual abuse. Groping and flashing is pretty common here, I would say. It's kind of a problem, but it's a fascinating kind of development, actually. But going back to the main subject, I think it is a lot less sexist than Korea, and probably about on even footing with the US in terms of institutionalized sexism. So that's something I've really noticed, and it's just really nice also getting to see like so much equality. And I know Japanese people probably wouldn't agree with that statement, but if you're coming from somewhere like Korea, or you had like some kind of pre-inclined thoughts that it was going to be like really separate in terms of like workspaces and stuff, it's not. You know, there's a lot of women bosses. There's a lot of women doing things for themselves, like independent women here. And I think Korea, though, is trending the same direction. There will be more and more women opening their own businesses and stuff in Korea that aren't flower shops. Because right now, that's like the biggest thing, is for women to own flower shops, which is good. But it's a very feminine hobby or business. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. Is just this interesting kind of development in women getting to do things that men can do, which is a stupid thing to say, because it's like, of course they can, but really, like in other countries, China, Korea, you have a pretty big gap, and it's not like that in Japan. So other than that, it's been a good solid day. I still got a couple more classes to teach in the evening, but my schedule is getting reworked slightly, so hopefully it settles down within the next couple weeks. I'm really wanting to not have to have like conversations every day about shifting times and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and hopefully soon I'll have a normal schedule again. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye.